Jones with bluebunnyhollow.com, and in my previous video on doing cards, I showed you how to use an 11 by 17 inch piece of cardstock. Today I'm going to show you how to use a smaller piece of cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11. Little different process, but still beautiful cards when you're done. The 8.5 by 11 will not have the additional flap to fold over to cover the bobbin thread and the backside of the embroidery. This angel is from Christmas Card, a design set that is available at bluebunnyhollow.com. For the design today, I am using Astro Bright cardstock. It does say 65 pound, but it feels more like 75 or 80 pounds, so I like that weight. I have decided on this red for one of the embroidery designs, and we are going to first find the center of the card and score it so that we have the ability to fold it in half easily. So since this is 8.5 by 11, I'm going to go 5.5 inches over and draw my scoring line. Check and double check to make sure I am straight all the way down, and then I'll take my little tool here and score it. Okay, that will be my center line for folding my card in half. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center and mark this. Now I don't have to worry about removing my pencil marks on this particular type of paper. They erase very easily with leaving no marks. So I'm going to find the center up here and put a little mark so I know where center is. I'll do the same down here. And I'll put one over here on the side. I don't need one on this side because I won't be able to see the markings on it because this flap will be up while I'm embroidering. So I just need those 3 marks. Again, I'm going to use my magnetic hoop. I like this for my cards. I think this is a great hoop for that. After I hoop my stabilizer, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark center on my stabilizer, top and bottom, and on the side. This will help me place my card. Now I'll take my card and match the notches that I put on my card with the notches that the marks, excuse me, the marks that I put on my stabilizer. And then I will tape that into place. Do not want to use aggressive tape. I still want to use a tape that is not aggressive. We have a great one on our website, bluebunnyhollow.com. We have a great superior tape that is not as aggressive as other tapes. And then I will put one more piece of tape along here. Okay, and that will hold it in place while I do the embroidery. So let's go to the embroidery machine. Now my embroidery is done, and you notice I've rotated the embroidery design to fit on my card perfectly, so don't forget to do that as you're doing your embroideries. Now I'm going to remove the tape and tear away the stabilizer. I want it as close as can be to the stitching so that when I cover the back, I'm not having to deal with taping it to a piece of stabilizer. I want the tape or the glue that I'm using to stick to the card, not to the stabilizer. So I want to remove as much as possible. To cover the back side of the embroidery and to have a place to sign the card should your cardstock be too dark to see any writing, cut a piece of paper or cardstock 10 inches by 7 inches. Score down the middle, glue or tape to the left side flap. If you prefer, you can create a sentiment to be printed first, then cut down to size. After you finish making the cards from the 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you can then trim them down a 1/2 inch off each side and an 1/8 inch off the bottom to fit in the envelope that we made in the previous video. Thanks for watching and enjoy your sewing adventures.